Alright, I think it's working. Okay, so I'm just going to record this video, talk a little bit about a grid trading setup that we had going on. Alright, so we are. I have this set up. Alright, yeah, okay. I already looked at this. Alright, so I've got a bot grid trading ApeCoin, right? And it's doing very well, very happy about it, I think. Let's see if I can figure this out. So this is going to do really well, I think. If you look at this long position I have set up here, basically the bot is set to trade ApeCoin on a grid from 0.86 up to 0.45, like this, the green area. And so the bot essentially will trade 20 times leverage ApeCoin, only going long, taking profit at like 0.35 or 0.34% or something if when the price goes down, and then opening longs again as it goes up throughout this green area. And so, yeah, I mean that's kind of what these bots do, right? So we have the price of ApeCoin here, and see if I unlock this and kind of move it. You can sort of see if I move this back closer to where I started the bot, which is probably more like here around that date. What has happened recently with this thing, well, who knows, is it's grid traded and made a little money, which is wonderful. Then it got up over the grid trading area for a little while, went up to 2.16 dollars or so per ApeCoin, which is great. During this time period, the bot would have had all of the long positions, these small long positions the bot opened on the grid, would all be averaged together, and it would just turn into essentially a long position once it gets up above the grid. That's just sort of as if we DCA'd in across this entire range, basically. So it would be if the coin does very well when you're doing a long bot like this, if if it does very well, then you essentially end up with long position that is sort of dollar cost averaged in across the entire area of the grid in which you were trading, at least the area where the price touched while bot was active. Whereas if you go below the grid on the bot, then the bot will stop trading, and typically at some point, if the price continues far enough down, the long positions that got started in the grid will eventually hit liquidation, and then the bot will get liquidated and you lose all your money, right? So we really don't want to see that happening, obviously, but it did happen to Unibot that I started a while ago, and I start some of these. Occasionally, I'll start some of these with higher leverage and with the intention of not letting them run for a super long time, and occasionally that works out well. Sometimes it works out terribly, but that's kind of how it goes with when you're trading cryptocurrencies. So anyhow, this is one that I have going. Fortunately, I started this bot going long during this pump, and so it accumulated quite a bit of margin during this pump during this area. and now has enough margin in it to secure it pretty far down to liquidation. The last time I think I looked at it, it was like 3.8, 3.9 or something, and currently the price is at 1.23. So it's pretty well insured against liquidation at this point. And really, realistically, if the bot continues to trade, the more margin it builds up, the further this red area, the liquidation level, goes down until it gets down to zero, and then the bot just can't get liquidated, or at least it, in theory, should not be able to be liquidated. But I'm not terribly concerned about it with this bot because it has gotten to be pretty well hedged against liquidation. 39 cents for an ape coin is pretty low at this point. It's at $1.23 right now. So it's kind of neat because as long as the price stays within this green zone, which I'm hoping that it will, I'm going to keep this going for as long as it's productive at least. I will be able to make leveraged trades 0.3% profit or 0.4% profit or whatever at a time as this moves up and down automatically using this bot. So pretty strong position. Yeah. So interestingly, it might actually not be so much in my favor for Ape coin to pump so much if it actually stalls and just kind of hangs out in this range for the next couple of months. That will make me quite a bit more money potentially than it would if it just goes up, because what I'm doing by grid trading is you're making money off of the fluctuation up and down in the price. So if you can sort of predict the area that the price is going to range in, you're going to do pretty well. But this one has already more than doubled the amount of money that I put into it. So it's pretty secure against liquidation, and I'm really excited to see where this thing is going to go over the coming months. So anyway, yeah, so this is just kind of a little breakdown of what's going on currently with this GridBot, this trading ape coin that we were talking about. So.